Okay, so now I have my character from my previous video, and what I want to do now is go in and add some patterns and different designs to the background. Now, this is more of an abstract artwork. We could do realistic things in there, but for this assignment, we're going to try to mainly focus on pattern. So I got my character so it looks like he's kind of running, okay, kind of going this way. When I set them up, if you paid attention to the previous video, I was just kind of using my imagination and seeing what could happen as I created this guy. But now I got a really good idea on how to handle the background. So what I'm going to do is take my pencil first, and I'm going to kind of go in there, and where it looks like these toes or his foot would touch, I'm going to create like these lines that go off the edge of my page, and it's going to end up making a shape. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I want it so that it looks like this person is running, or my character is running, and I'm going to have these shapes that kind of trail behind them. So this area right here would swoop in and connect to that foot. This area behind the character swoops in behind him and connects to that foot. And I'm going to kind of set the patterns up so it'll give me a really unique type of design. Now, it's good to start with your pencil to get your ideas going, but if you feel comfortable making patterns with your pen, you could go in and start with the pen straight out. Now that's what I'm going to do just to show you how it can be done. This is a Sharpie. That's all I'm going to use is a Sharpie or a black ink pen. Either one will work. And all I'm going to do now is go in there and kind of outline those pencil lines that I just made. Now, man, remember, this don't have to be perfect at all. The idea is that we're creating a pattern design behind our character in the background. So if it's a little off, trust me that it won't matter as we finish it out. You can see that I'm actually going away from my pencil lines in some areas, but it's not going to matter because it's all going to work out good anyways. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go inside this area first, and I'm going to start breaking it down. So I'm going to make some more stripes in there, kind of like that. And now from there, I'll start creating my pattern. So for video purposes, I'm going to speed this up so you guys will see what I'm doing in a faster time. Okay, so I got a pretty good little pattern going there. This one is a little bit different than the other ones I did. I did a basic just square, or not square, white and black triangles on this one. This one I tried to make it a little bit more different, almost like I got little pyramids in there with some shadows. So the design's a bit different. So I kind of like this one. So I'm just going to go back into this top one and just keep the pattern regular and add some of those in there as well. Some of those lines that kind of help this edge kind of look like this edge. And now all I need to do, where I had those stripes in the center of that one, I need to put them inside here. Now, it's a pretty simple process, and it's really kind of hard to mess up. The only way to mess it up is just not try stuff. When you go through and you start figuring out what you like doing as far as your designs, you'll see real quick that you're better at certain designs than you are other ones. And it really doesn't matter what you use, it's all up to your imagination. A lot of times I like to use swooping curved lines, similar to what I started off with, and then I'll add different patterns inside them. It's really up to you. So what I'm gonna do here, this looks kind of weird because we got a big white background back here and there's not much going on. So I'm gonna add a few textures inside my patterns, and I'll switch pens and use the other pen just so you guys can see how it works. And I'll speed the video up as well just so it doesn't take up so much time for you. Okay, now, so you can see how I got my design back there. Pretty chill, not much to it. That background area is still pretty open. I'm gonna go in there and just add some simple color just to kind of break it up and set it apart from the stuff around it so that you can really see those patterns pop out. Now, I don't necessarily have to color every single bit of my background. I can pretty much do how I want. I'm going to choose to leave some of this white on the background and just make sure that I give some good areas of color around my character. Okay, I want it to kind of keep that motion like he's coming into the picture. See how it's diagonal? You know, if I set that pencil down, or let's do this when it's easier to see. Set that pencil down, he's making a diagonal motion. That's what we talked about in one of our earlier videos, how diagonal lines create movement. So I want to keep that. And I'm going to go around the edge. I'm just going to continue using this red color pencil. And I'm going to go around the edge and just put a good red outline around the edge of my character. Now, once again, you don't have to do this. You can do your whole background. If you want to make the whole background like a checkerboard for your character or whatever you wanted to do, totally up to you. I'm just showing you the process. I don't want you to copy what I'm doing. I just want you to come up with your own ideas. Once again now, the whole idea of me showing you this and taking the time to do this with the videos is to just give you a simple idea of what you could do when you start creating your own artwork. Remember, get ideas from everybody. Look at different artists and the way they make things and pick certain things that you like about their artwork and use it in your own artwork to make your original creations. That's what is the most cool thing to me about art, is I'm able to look at other people's artwork, drawings, paintings, different things like that, and I pick out the parts that I like the best and things that I think will work good for me, and I'll add them to my own artwork. Okay, so pretty much at this point I'm gonna call this one done. I got a good diagonal movement. I blended my colors. I've got my patterns and stuff in the background. And remember, this all started from a simple group of circles and curved lines, just basic shapes. So I hope you guys have fun with this, and I hope you learned something.